Good morning and welcome back to Starsector. My name is Spooks and today we're continuing on with our Let's Play series of this game, which I love, by the way. It's cool. If you're joining us for the first time, highly recommend you pick it up. You can't get it on Steam, you have to go buy it elsewhere, but that's okay because it's a good game. And it's still technically in early access, although it's been, developed for the last, since 2013, I think. So, yeah, no sign of it stopping. Anyway, what I've been doing at the moment has been basically looking to earn some money so I can build some ships, right? I'm building a Doom at the moment. I want that to finish because it seems to be pushed back if I start building other stuff. But then I think I need some supporting destroyers for my fleet that I'm building out at Tortuga. And then I'm thinking that once we've got a few destroyers, a few frigates as well, I'll need to look at some cruiser support for them. I'm thinking maybe Dominators or maybe Champions. Champions, I believe, are quite slow. Where are we? Where's the speed, fuel capacity, maximum burn? Top speed is 60, right? Compared to a Dominator, which is 30. Okay, that's a decent speed. Eagle's 50, Falcon is 80, right? So it's not too bad, but an Aurora is 80, as, you know, a comparison here. So, going to be outpaced by high-tech hulls, basically. Using a champion, and then your slower ones, I think Dominator is a low-tech one essentially, whereas the champion's the midline. Just organize them by cost here as well, because it's a heavy cruiser as well. I don't actually have the high-tech heavy cruiser. If it exists, I don't know. Got the Aurora, which is just the general one. But yeah, I'm looking at the champion because of the large missile slot on it. I'm thinking that's pretty good, and then we can load up some energy. And we might include at least one Dominator in there and put some Melonias on it, which will do some EMP damage. It is a slow boy, but that's okay. We're looking at producing a bit of a backbone of our fleet there. And I've already got the Herring class fast carriers for fighter support. So, we'll wait for the Doom to finish. That might be the ship that I end up piloting as well. And then, of course, I need capitals. Now, Legions, I'm not keen on. I want to get the blueprints for better capital ships. And I'll probably have to do either some exploration, or I believe the other way that I could do is raid some of the planets and see if we can get blueprints from them. I don't know how likely it is to get blueprints or not, and I haven't done that, but we could go raiding the hegemony. The other thing is that I could actually fly on down to the hegemony, and that's what I'm planning on doing today, and seeing if anyone's going to sell me anything, right? I could potentially just pick it up off the black market, which would be fun and cool. And then I'd just have to escort them back to main space, right? Anyway, so we're going to go back to Iku Perez here, or however you say that. Oh, no, I want that on actually now that I think on it. My other option, of course, is I could go find some combat, which, you know, to spice things up a bit, so I'm not constantly just... Oh, we've got colony threats. What's going on here? Yeah. That Luddic Path base needs to die. That's why I'm building a fleet, basically. And they're providing support to the hegemony as well. That's sort of interesting. But yeah, if I go to look at bounties, then this guy, for example, they've posted a bounty for a guy with a battleship here. He's got a few cruisers and whatnot in support, but there's not too big. So if I were to blow that up and then salvage it, that's an elite battleship that would be on my hands, but I'd need also a fleet to take that on. So those are kind of other options that I've got here that I feel I could take, is take on some bounties that have some sort of interesting like this Deserter to Justice, great. Yeah, and it could be another 5 ships of lesser significance, so probably more than just these Sunders as well. So it's a bit higher risk, and I don't currently... Oh, hang on, something's happened. They're suspicious now. Caused by trade with enemies. Okay. Maybe I should turn off my transponder when I'm doing those trades with the pirate stations, given that I don't need it on when I talk with them. Been doing too much trading with the pirates and people were noticing. Come on, man, it was only domestic goods. How bad can that be? While I'm here, we'll just check out if there's anything to buy. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's a light cruiser. It's not really what I'm after. The Drover, for example, has the light carrier. It's only got 2 slots for fighters in it, so not what I'm going for. Let's see if there's any items that the hegemony needs. Given that I kind of want to go in that direction, it makes sense to be trying to stock up on stuff that is required down that way. Pirates have a food deficit. Chunk a whole heap of food up there, but still a drugs deficit as well. So I could keep doing that. I mean, that's easy money, and money is the thing that I'm after the most at the moment. Do they need organs? Anyone need organs? Organs, anyone? Alright, so what's the markup here? We've got 42 cents a unit and they'll pay 117. We've got 16 cents a unit and they'll pay 62. So the difference per unit in this case is what? 40 to 46. Whereas the difference in unit here is 60 something. Yeah, okay, so it's better to do domestic goods still to them. Or potentially supplies. What's that? They'll pay 110 more for supply. Yeah, supplies are the way to go, right? Oh, wait, not the same system. Yeah, don't do supplies. Cool. All right, domestic goods it is. We'll just go ahead and grab as many as we can fit in our hold. And we'll run those back up to the pirates, but we will take the time to turn off our transponder this time as we approach them. While we're in the same sector, we might as well just loop around. See, no one was happy with me trading then. The pirates didn't like me using their black market, and the other guys were just like, well, man, you're supplying our enemies. I just couldn't win. All right, buying black market as a fast carrier. Attacking immediately. That's what I'd love. I'd like an Astral, please. 6 fighter bays on that bad boy. That's why I think the Legion is not so great. I want one of these guys thing, right? Unfortunately, no one's selling really kind of any other kind of capital ships on the black market. Do phase destroyers as well. They get a quantum disruptor on it, which is sort of interesting. Anyway, we'll leave for now because there's nothing there for me, and we'll head back out to that pirate base. Once we're in the clouds, we should be able to turn off the transponder. Nobody will know it was me. Nobody will know it was me. Okay, so trading goods here, going to the black market because, you know, of course I don't know it's me. Oh, yeah, your regular supplier has arrived. Faistus. That's kind of interesting as well. Give him that, give him that. And we've got another 300,000. So yeah, it's kind of worthwhile. All right, we have no production orders now. So let's go tally up some frigates and destroyers. So we want warships. I'm not going to go with phase ships here. Phase ships are kind of interesting, just, using a gremlin to annoy them and distract. Now I think on it. Confuse guidance system of nearby enemies as well. Let's give this a good idea, a good looking through, right? So the Scarab will speed up time on board. Yeah. Centurion puts out a fair bit of damage, right? Just thinking, what do we want? What do we want to get out of this? So we've got the hegemony version of the Wolf. I want to know what the difference between these two are, and if there was a button that I could press. If anyone knows there's a button that I could press, let me know. If you're in chat at the moment, or if later on YouTube, shout it out. I can't really see the difference. There doesn't seem to be one. So it's just the color of it. So I'm going to go with the classic wolves on that basis. What's the vigilance do? That's a missile frigate. Yeah, medium missiles. So oversight, it's basically fire support. Wolf is distractions. One medium energy, two small wish. Yeah, so Lasher. Gives a fair bit of ballistic firepower. We're looking at Cerberuses and Hounds and Kites and that sort of thing. So in terms of our options here, on what I can actually build. This is what I can build as well. That's the other thing. If I add in carriers here, we could also do like a Shepherd drone tender. So that'd be a little bit of extra. But it's like civilian grade hull and get a Bora drone wing. It's not really great, right? Phase ships wise, we could do an afflictor. So what's this going to do? Increases the damage taken by the target ship. So it's a damage amplifier. So that's sort of interesting, isn't just it's a support sort of thing. And we've got the various shade gremlins, frigates. That's an anti-fighter slash. What we're going to do is we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4 wolves. And then I'm going to drop also. What's the gremlin do? That's a flare launcher. Whereas a shade is going to get rid of, that's the EMP emitter. And drop a couple of shades, so anti-fighter support, basically. All right. So that'll take less than a turn to build on what I can build at the moment. So let's go look at our destroyers. Carriers that I have available are the Drover or the Condor. So again, not really. I'm thinking I want carriers really to be at the cruiser level or potentially a capital at one point. Civilian ships wise, there's nothing like truly amazing there. So My thoughts are why bother. So let's go back to the warships. So, what have we got? We got the Medusa, speed, maneuverability. It has a phase skimmer, so it's going to teleport around, similar to the Wolf. But it's probably going to be fairly high maintenance, I think, from the sounds of things. Got the Shrike Light Destroyer in the high tech. So it's a bit of a burn. Look at the top speed here. I'm thinking that's hugely maneuverable, right? 100. That's reasonably maneuverable at 90. Our Wolves go 150 or 165 for the Shades. These guys hit a large ballistic. And then they can also drop canister flak, which is going to blow everything like 200 high explosive damage in an area, right? So if it's surrounded by things, it can, or fighters, it can destroy them. And then it packs its own little punch as well. So I think we go for a mix here. We go for a couple of hammerheads. I'm going to go for a couple of manticores, and I'm going to go for a couple of sunders. And then I'm just not sure about the Medusa in terms of bang for buck here. So I'm going to steer clear, and it's a fairly expensive ship as well. All right, so that gives me about 2 turns worth of things to produce as well. Now, if I go to my colonies and just see if they need upgrading at all. So Port Royal was probably the only one without an industry. Well, it's got a free industry slot at the moment. Fuel production is kind of the most interesting thing to put on it, but I'm wondering if we do that at our gas giant anyway once it grows up, because it eventually will grow up a little bit more. Right, in fact, it's going to grow up very soon to be another point higher. So if I do fuel refinery here, I won't make heaps of fuel, but I'll make, I think, enough to do everything. That needs 7 that's importing. This needs 4 that's importing. This needs 3 that it's importing. I have to produce a fair bit. Decisions. I mean, we're full on the arid planet here. About the best that I can do at the moment. Can I grow that up? I don't know if there's any options to make improvements there. No. I don't even know if it's produced anything, to be honest. I've got to go check that at some point. Another point of industry should open up on this once it gets to colony size 6 as well. So I'm wondering what I put there. We're going to produce more food then. It's going to be a commerce hub again. We could do another scattered ruin sort of thing. Could mine here because there's plentiful organics, moderate ore deposits. That means I could set up another refinery elsewhere or something. I mean, the place is polluted already and it doesn't seem to be going away, so that's not really going to affect anything. Tech mining seems to be the way to go, though, I think, because I've only got scattered ruins on both planets, so I might as well make use of the best ruins that I've got. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of doing. Tech mining until I've got all my blueprints, at least, after which then might be worthwhile going for something else. Cool. Okay, so enough talking. Let's, we're just kind of chilling out by a pirate base, right? So let's get out of there, get into the cloud, turn our transponder back on. And I think these guys had some spare drugs, so we're going to go to them first. And yep, we'll fill up on that because there's still a demand for it there, I think. 204. So we won't quite fill up on it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Alright. Oh, wait. 204 is what they wanted. Go back. Go back. I actually had it perfect. Cool. Alright, so that's that part of it done. They also want domestic goods still, so that'll still be a profit, I think, because I'm only paying tax at one end. Yeah, 69 a unit. I'm selling them for 96. Cool. They also want food. They want anything else? Luxury goods, weapons. Surely they'd want weapons. They're pirates, of course they should want weapons. Yeah, do they want transplanetonic ore? Nope. Metals? Nope. General ore? Nope. Organics. Ah, they want organics. Alright. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, of course, because they've got a shortage of domestic goods, so they'll probably want organics to be able to make the domestic goods. So... I will effectively make, what, $50 a unit? That's alright. So we'll go buy all the organics, and then I feel like food is kind of our last option here. So we'll go ahead and just fill up on the rest of food, and hopefully these guys will be happy about the trades that I'm making. Yeah, they are. They're like, ah, yeah, you're buying stuff from us, aren't you a good guy? Such a good guy. We won't ask where they're going. Yeah, okay, so Trinidad just grew up a little. So let's go to Trinidad and add on another industry slot here. So if we go with refining, fuel production, it's going to demand some heavy equipment, which you can get elsewhere. It's going to produce 3 lots of fuel. Seems bad. Like, is this mining gonna get any kind of better? Doesn't feel like it. Mind you, it only just grew up, so maybe that'll change. Turn off the hazard pay at any point and make it profitable. I still want to grow it. I think the growth, you know, more people means more production. It seems to be what's happening anyway. I'm going to leave it for a bit because if it's not going to produce enough fuel, then that's a problem. It might just be that there's low amounts of volatiles, so we'll see if the volatiles bump up at it anymore now that it's level 5 before I spend any more money on that. It might be that I need an out-system world to produce volatiles, which is not ideal, but doable. I'd just crash that colony. I don't know, can you unfound colonies? I've never tried to do that. That might be a problem. Can't. Alright, yep, we've made a couple hundred grand there. That's pretty good. I've actually just, it just occurred to me that I should check to see if these guys have anything worth buying, but they don't. Yep. Actually, the other thing is go to the dockside bar. Yeah, what kind of opportunity, man? Because it occurs to me I haven't really been keeping tabs of the academic dude who will occasionally give you missions to say, hey, there's a special blueprint at this location, which could help me solve my capital ship blueprint problem. So we're going to just drop into some bars to see if he's around. Yeah, nope. Yeah, something just happened. Melodic path cells incident averted by local security forces. And I've got another story point. Cool, because I'm getting experience from profitable trades. Go me. Alright, bar. Nah. Gotta remember, pay attention to the bars now. Midline packages, yeah, none of these are things that I wanted. I'm pretty sure I've sold it to them. Cool, let's check out the drugs. Where can we sell the drugs? Okay, there's a hegemony place that wants drugs. It's Chico Moztok. Now, is it easy to get into? Because if they can't really sell these. Yeah, hang on. Chico Moztok. I think it's here. Yeah. This place. Alright, there's a couple of rings about. I reckon that's doable. There's a way to stealth in. Granted, my ships are not necessarily really designed for stealth at the moment, so I might just do a few things there. We've already militarized the subsystems and whatnot. Get rid of these vents. Go to engines and put in... yeah, see, I've already got 2 logistics grades, so there's not much point. What's this one? Heavy armor? Why would you do that? Oh my god. Subsystems. And then the other one would be auxiliary fuel tanks for this guy. And then put it on the capacity so his shield can last as long as possible. It's just got point defense. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Oh man, this is beat up to hell. Oh, that's right. I got this from a Lodic Path guy, so that makes sense. Alright, but I think I can do it, so let's grab the drugs to smuggle into the hegemony space. Do they need anything else? At Chico Moztok? Moztok. Sounds like a celebration. Is that Muzzletar, maybe? Pretty sure I'm getting it wrong. Sorry for offending whichever culture that is. Yeah, the pirates really want food. Probably the only time trading food would actually be profitable. They also got Lucas S. Whoa, Jesus. Phase lances, burst lasers. Yeah, our fleet here could actually, this guy, we could do an auto fit here that it would be worthwhile to do. Get him back up to speed. Are they suspicious? No. We just sell on an open market anyway, make them happy. Alright, but it seems like this is the main deficit there, so we will go and put in a force for that. It's a pity the hegemony don't own the sensor array, because I don't think they do anyway, because I can use that to put them off course. Just repair my ships, because something... Oxide bar? No. Okay. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Let's go do some smuggling like the smuggler lord we are. What's that guy down there? The pirate fleet. A pirate trade convoy. See, that's tempting to just blow up and take their stuff. But I won't. I am more and more tempted to get on the bad side of pirates. Just because it's so easy. Or so many of the bounty missions are aimed at destroying them. What are you? Privateer. Alright, we've got our transponder on. That's good. Now, I just don't want to make them suspicious of me, is the main thing. So I can visit with drugs in my cargo hold, but if I sell them all, then that's where they're gonna get a little bit annoyed with me, shall we say. But yeah, these are the battleships I want to grab. They're slow, they're hefty, they're maybe not the best player-controlled ones, but I'm also not the best pilot, so having something slow and hefty and kick-ass is kind of what I'm after. So that's where I want to check out the black market in case anything along those lines gets up for grabs. And let's talk to Lou. Yeah, let's just smile and nod. Okay. Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nods. Alright, we just had a whole heap of things produced as well. So my monthly expenses go up a fair bit. Yep, that's fine. Now, what I'm going to do is... Ah, they do own it. They do. It's just a long range thing. That's good. What I can use that for is to feed false array things. Sensors, right? It is an excellent thing to for them to own from my perspective. Also, that asteroid belt is a lot less dense than I was hoping for. So I'm probably going to need this. Now, usually they'll have a guy patrolling around it so that people aren't messing with it. But it looks like that there isn't one at the moment. So we're going to go for that. Introduce false readings. And then we'll leave it. Just get out of the way here. It looks like... Yep, that's unguarded at the moment. So I'm going to take the nav boy to hack it so that I get the benefit as well. Go out of the way here. And then... So, traffic should be between here, 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 and here. Right, so these are our traffic kind of areas. So that means my sneak up point should be through here and then make a run for it. So if I go dark here, I should have a fairly good chance of coming in through that belt and getting the jump on them. Getting into that colony without anyone spotting me. Just gotta go along the belt here. Alright, we can see some of the activity. Mercenary patrol. Easy as pie. Alright, so because I've got my transponder off, I can't trade on the normal market. But I can, of course, trade on the black market, which is what I wanted to do anyway. Drop off the drugs, and we've made $150,000. Go to the fleet. If I go to buy here, I can't, again, trade on the normal market. But that, again, wasn't going to be my intention. I was just here for any battleships that might be being sold. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. Now, this place, I believe, builds a lot of stuff. It builds a lot of supplies. It builds a lot of heavy machinery. It's got an orbital works with a pristine nanoforge, so it produces stonks. It produces stonks of things. In particular, it produces really good hulls. Yeah, production by 50%, right? Quality by 50% means no demods on the ships, basically. It's also got fairly good ore deposits. Farmland, thin atmosphere. Okay, so it's not all perfect, but pollution and melodic pathers don't like this place. Yep, that all kind of makes sense. But what it produces is obviously a lot of light industry, refining, mining, orbital works, all the industries just all kind of happen here, right? So if we're in the trade business, then supplies tend to be cheap here, for example. But there should also be other things that are cheap here, like heavy machinery or weapons, maybe. Not really, no. Yeah, 78 cents credits a unit, 44 a unit. Not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. There is a deficit of organs in Hydrosil now as well. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing particularly I want here now. I can't go in the open market and trade for the bulk quantities anyway. Cool, that was a successful little jaunt. But there doesn't seem to be anyone I really want to talk to in terms of... Yeah, I'm just gonna wander over this way. So I need to get out of range before I turn on my transponder, otherwise they'll know that I was up to suspicious stuff. So should be good about now. Go back to a sustained burn and yeah, everything's fine. Just ignore me. We might go back to this station just to check out what's going on there actually on the legitimate front. Yeah, see, huge amounts of supplies there. If you want to stock up with supplies, this is a system for you. But I can't see anything else that's particularly worthwhile. We might just go see, since I came back to it, what's on the legitimate market. So yeah, there's a super freighter, there's like a missile cruiser. Super freighter could be interesting, right? Because of the cargo capacity on it. So I could... It's got a lot of upkeep. It's got a huge sensor profile and reduced sensor strength and all those things. But it's also got a large cargo capacity, 2,000 compared to the 900 on a normal heavy freighter, right? So if I got one of these, then I could potentially fill up on these really cheap supplies and take them somewhere. I mean, the Luddic Path are the people who want the most, but... As in, yeah. Or heavy equipment. Yeah, there's not much of a demand for it anywhere. Or even just, you know, domestic goods. We can, you know, 44 cents a unit. It's not a huge surplus, but there's a lot of people who have a deficit of supplies at the moment that we could help out, shall we say. We can even do a legitimate one to Citadel Arcadia. which is also in the hegemony, and they might sell things. So yeah, the Central Arcadia, where are you? Down here, yep. Surrounded by independents, poor guys. It's a military station though, so it might have ships. Kind of like the Ragnar complex would also potentially have ships. Try tacking one in system 2. Yeah, I'm not sure it's worth it. I think I'm not going to go with the super freighter, but I will fill up on a whole heap of supplies. So we're buying them at 117 cents credits a unit. Okay, we've got to sell it above 117 whenever we do this. In fact, I may actually have to go to one of these places just to get rid of the amount that I'm stocking up on, because otherwise I've got no room for small high value items like drugs. Yeah. We'll go to us to the Luddic Path, Kumari Kandam, and go sell off those. It's all the way over here, but we can swing by Ragnar Station on the way. That works for me. Where is Ragnar? There we are. Ragnar complex is over here. We'll set a course, we'll leave, and away we go. That should make these guys a little bit happier with me. Emphasis on should, because I just bought a heap of stuff from them. But maybe not. No. Yeah, okay. Ungrateful. Alright, Ragnar Complex. I'm hoping, guys, that you have something sort of interesting to sell. You're happy to sell me weapons now, and Mark 9 autocannons. Cool. Alright, that's nice. But not Marines, or the really expensive, cool weapons. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I wouldn't trust me with those expensive, cool weapons either. So there's a Falcon cruiser on the market. On the black market, there's a missile cruiser, but none of the big guys that we want. None of them big guys. Alright. Let's go to the dockside bar. There's no one here that I want to talk to. And so we'll go back to the sector and say that we're still going to go there, and we're going to talk to the Luddic Pathers. Sell them some supplies. In order to fund a battle fleet that will destroy their bases. So there's a sense of irony that I'm running with here. Thank you for funding your own destruction. Have a nice day now. Alright, we've got other items delivered to Tortuga now. So if we go to our production, just got a Manticore to build now, and that's it. So that's fantastic. Fighter wise, if I just arrange these, can't make redacted ships, I don't think, which is unfortunate. What's my best? I can do torpedo bombers, basically. These give decoy flare launchers, so that's sort of interesting. The Gladiuses, you only get 2. The Warthogs aren't really what I'm after. I've got a heap of these anyway, so yeah, there's no fighters that I want to build. I can't see anything. Hang on, large. See a couple of Hurricane Mervs. How many do I have? I've only got one. I think in term, though, what I was talking about was doing some cruisers next. So I'm going to queue up a champion as well. Alright, there's a bit of a fight going on there. Let's just slow down and see if we want to join that. It's a pirate trade convoy running. Wow, so this was a big dust up. We just explore this. That's a free ship here we could grab. And I did want additional cargo capacity. So these are cheap. Well, cheap to run. I guess there's nothing cheaper than free. And these guys are looking for a smuggler. Oh, you're here. And we're just gonna jump on in without the turning on anything. Cool. Alright. Hi guys. I arrive with your things that you needed. 400 or so. And that was actually a reasonably profitable trade, and I've still got 200 units of these, so yeah. We'll get rid of them too. That was, yeah, a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest. Now, these guys have a surplus of people. They always have a surplus of people. And does anyone need people? Not really. We'll go see if is there anything here worth buying. No, it's this really horrible Sunder. I didn't expect there to be anything, but yeah, it's worth a try. We'll go to the bar. There's no one here that I want to talk to. We'll leave. And yeah, that's the Luddic sector, really. Luddic Path 1 in there. That's unexplored still. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet, but try attacking a world there. Say if it's military. Yeah, it does. So we could go see if there's anything in the Cinderin Dictac, but I don't think there will be in terms of ships that I want, because all their capitals are midline, and that's not really what I'm looking to buy, so I'm not expecting there to be a hegemony ship on the black market. And same with the Persian League, until they get new capital ships introduced into the game, then I'm not expecting them to have anything sort of interesting to purchase. So yeah, we might go to Citadel Arcadia. Go. Let's run off to the jump point. There is some Luds in the area, but they're just not interested enough in me. Get out of there. It's a little bit busy. Not that I couldn't have taken things on. We've just repaired degraded shields on the Purgatory as well, which is fantastic. Lovely little perk coming into fruition there. My transponder on. Yep, good. Don't need the military jumping on me. And we'll go see if these guys have anything worthwhile to sell. First, we'll go with the smoking in the dark corner. What's he want? We'll decline. Yeah. Can't remember what the scholar or the academic guy looks like again. What the description is, so to speak. Again, nothing worthwhile here that I really want to get. We'll just see if there's anything worth... Yeah, you got a local deficit, so that's still in play. We could sell fuel here. Kind of got a deficit of everything. What do you guys produce? Miners, and you're a military base. Yeah, so things just aren't going well for you. And you make volatiles. Okay, so that's your big thing. So if we picked up... see, they don't have enough surplus to really make it work. That's fine. We'll just leave from here and... what else is in the system? I thought there was some independence in here, but... Yeah, RGS and Umos. Just look over those. Oh yeah, it's right here. Oh, they're really close. Alright, well, it's worth saying hi to them at least. So just check to see if they're selling asunder. Not really. And no caps. Didn't expect it, but no. I hold out hope that at some point one of these guys is gonna have something worthwhile buying. Go to the bar. Yep, no one there. Go check out if we can buy anything on fleet-wise. Nah. Again, not anything I really want to go for. And we'll leave again. Go back to our sector. Jangala is got a military world, so let's head there. And hopefully they'll have some capital ships to buy, or we'll run into the person who's going to tell me where to find blueprints. Could be that I think I've still got, if I go to exploration here. Could be because I've still got a blueprint that I can pick up here for the Phantom. So that's marked as important. So maybe, no, because it was given by a pirate, right? I mean, if nothing else, I will go out and grab that Phantom, but kind of hoping for something that can allow me to finish my fleet production for a combat fleet. Alright, dockside bar. Let's talk to the flashily dressed woman. What do you want? Location of a railgun blueprint. You know what? I'll take that. That's easy. It's only 1,500 as well, so it's not like I'm spending megabucks for that. Let's go looking at buying on the open market. The military I can't access, and nothing on the black market. Fine. And is there anything worthwhile trading here? You have an excess of organics and food and marines. You make plenty of marines. Good for you guys. Alright. So, yeah, we can get 100 marines as excess. That might be worthwhile. What's my skeleton crew requirement? Yeah, so I could drop like 30 people easily. And then a lot of people pay good money for Marines, right? Or I can use them to raid people is the other option. And then there's an excess of organics here too. At 12 cents a unit, or credits a unit, sorry. And I could take those to Galactia, who seem to be pretty happy with to demand it. That'll bump me to another hedge world. So that'll do it, and maybe they'll even pay more for Marines there. Cool. Let's do that. We'll drop off 30 people and just grab 100 Marines, and we'll also fill up on organics. Yeah, cool. Awesome. So that was Galactica. Galactica in Battlestar. Alright, we'll leave and then we'll make our way up to the jump gate and get out of here. This is the starting system as well for anyone who doesn't know already. And there's a hilarious exploit that you can pull off if you actually play through the tutorial and take transverse jump. And then you don't actually complete the tutorial missions, so they're cut off from the rest of the map. So that means that they're always, starving, essentially. Always wanting to import things. And so you can make a ton of money just by not doing the full tutorial missions and leaving them kind of hanging on the vine, so you can just use transverse jump to jump in and out without using the actual jump points. And then it's kind of funny that it's built like a built-in exploit into the game. Alright, I could do this on the black market, but why bother? It's only organics and I'm making minimal money anyway. It's just something that'll give me an extra bit of cash to pay for flying here. Mostly I'm looking at anything worthwhile. See, I can't build griffins, so I'm wondering if it is worth buying one. It's 1 large missile, 1 medium ballistics, another 2 medium, and then 3 small missiles. And then 5 small ballistics. So it's there to kind of hang back and shoot off a lot of missiles, and it replenishes its ammunition. It can only be used once, that missile auto forge, though, I'm pretty sure. Just not sure if I want something that's a missile boat or not. Any ideas from chat are welcome, but yeah, I just don't know. I think I'm just getting frustrated by the lack of anyone selling a capital ship on the black market. I mean, come on, that's not unreasonable, isn't it? Sell off your prized possessions. There's nothing really huge here, so we'll just go to the dock bar. Talk to the man in the shadowy booth. Yep. Simple mission. Need to drop a spy satellite. No thanks. Shifty person wants to give me security codes for the Persian League. No thanks. Don't need those. There's not much else in this system, to be honest. I haven't been down here, I don't think, so we'll go to Sphinx. And just hang out around there. Sphinx is this one over here, and then we'll go to the to Eventide as well. Check it out. See if there's anyone selling anything worthwhile. But also, how's my production? Yeah, we do have stuff queued up. Good. That should tick over in the next 4 days at the change of the month for us, and we'll have a few more ships waiting for us at Tortuga. We just repaired degraded life support as well, which is great. It should actually make my running costs a little bit lower, I believe. Okay, we'll repair, because apparently something got damaged. We'll go to the fleet, go to buy. There's a tanker. Not really what I'm after, though. But otherwise, yeah, the stuff in the black market is not worthwhile, and these is not worthwhile, right? These are the big boys. I want the big boys. What's this thing make? It's got a military base. It makes fuel. So if I go to trade, yeah, that makes sense, right? The fuel is quite cheap here, so we'll stock up on that. I do need a few supplies, but I think I can get that elsewhere in the system actually for cheaper. So dockside bar, tough woman. Yeah, do tell. What's in the hangar that we could steal? Enforcer class. No thanks. Not what I'm after. We'll head over to Eventide. Alright, so we've had more items delivered. That's not cost us a huge amount, so we can queue up some more cruisers. So let's go for another Dominator and at least another Champion. It's 250k worth of orders, so we won't get it done in a single month. We'll probably get one month and another the next month. Go to the dockside bar. $50 units. Yeah, no thanks. That's small time compared to the amount of drugs I've smuggled in my time, lady. That's not what we want on the market again. That's again not unexpected, just disappointing. Yeah, okay, these guys make food. Food, organics, mining stuff, extra food because of the orbital solar array. Volatiles as well, jeez. This is like an amazing planet. And then they've got the Fullerene spool. Increase accessibility, so yeah, that's why it's so rich. But they're not really, like, they'll probably have an excess of this. I don't think they do actually, but you know, you gotta move a lot of this to make it worthwhile. And I just don't have a bulk trading fleet, so I could pick up a whole heap of food. That's what's around. We'll just grab some supplies while I'm here, and that's pretty much it that I'm going to go for. Anyone need these? Not particularly. Not anyone nearby. Right, we'll try Tigra City. But so far, I'm not getting really lucky with what I want to achieve here. Fleet by Prometheus, no. Fast cruiser, nope. So bar, got full person kind of opportunity. No, thanks. Bye. Okay. So we're at the arse end of the sector as well. I'm thinking we go up to Nakra, then go back through to Chigo, and then if that doesn't work out, my cruisers are probably all built by then. We might do a run of drugs just to jump up our balance sheet a little bit more. And then go check out where that Phantom blueprint is located, because there's probably some other stuff around there. What's that? Matticore just hanging out. I'll take a free destroyer. No, it's well and truly stuffed, so I'll take the free stuff instead. But yeah, I may have to basically use a war fleet to go take on some bounties of people who have capital ships. That might be what needs to happen. Or at least the capital ships that I'm after. Because the black market is entirely unsuccessful at getting the ships that I want, and the regular market won't have them. You got yeah, well, we might as well buy it while it's cheap. Cool. Go to the bar. Matt, a woman with a paper book. That could be interesting. Okay, I've got like the pig conspiracy, a history. This is fascinating and not at all alarming. Okay. So we can get the possible location of a blueprint for a light cruiser. XIV class as well. So I think that's a hegemony version of it. Like they'll get an extra mod in it. So that might be really worthwhile to get. Sorry about that. Just need to talk to someone there. All right, so we'll grab the location of it. I think it's worth grabbing it. And that's kind of the person that I wanted to see anyway, right? So that, once I've gotten all the blueprints, she'll hopefully give me better stuff than just a light cruiser. But if I go back here, have I already done the fleet part of it here? I think I did. Yeah, I did. All right. So where was that? Go to Intel now. There's a railgun blueprint out there as well, apparently. And then the new thing was the Falcon blueprint is up there. Okay. So if I just look at that, I'm surprised if I haven't already been sort of up there. Ah, yes. There's a warning beacon. That's why I haven't been in there, because it's deadly. But that is an option. I mean, I can use my Luddic Path Brawler fleet to go in there and take on anything I need to take on. Potentially get a blueprint that way. So that's a good thing. Alright. What I'm going to do is we're going to go back to Chico, and then I think I'm going to end up the stream there a little bit earlier than normal. Apparently people will be swinging around soon, which is unfortunate for us in terms of this, and you know, it's kind of unexpected, but so yeah. Anyway, gotta clean the place, make it look good. So we'll just quickly run over there and then fill up on supplies, maybe grab a capital ship if there is something there. But I did get some luck in terms of I know where another blueprint is now, so that's a big plus. And then I can, in the next stream, go after that Phantom and go after that light cruiser blueprint and add a few more ships that I can build to my roster. So I really wanted to go here, mainly for the supplies because they're cheap. And I'm going to want those if I'm going to go out exploring. I don't think there's anything else unless there's something on the fleet side of things. So grab a super freighter. Oh, there's a Dominator, right? So that would have been okay. Except for, of course, the Dominator is something I can already build. So, it's also the demod version of it, so yeah. Yeah, we'll check out the dockside bar. Yeah, he's selling production slots, so nothing really there. I could grab a whole heap of extra supplies as well, in terms of just dropping them off at my base, because my exploration cruiser... Oh, actually, do I still have an exploration cruiser? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I could grab those and then head up to my my colonies and go from there. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, but unfortunately that's where we're gonna end today. Thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry it was kind of very focused on trading and, you know, with not any really combat in there. It's, yeah, we've got to build stuff before I can really do any more combat. So once this fleet's up and running, we have a capital or two in our roster, then that's where we'll have a better chance of taking on those Luddic Path base and destroying it. But at the moment, I just don't think I've got the ships that will be able to tank it out well enough to take on their base. Anyway, thanks again for watching. My name is Pooks, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye now.